Hey everybody, welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim and this is day number 22 of the Santa Cloth Challenge. Okay, so I started this one. It's the Jasmine stitch. It's a little detailed. So you don't start with a chain. You start with a chain of puffs. So, little backstory. Sorry. The Santa Cloth Challenge is around Thanksgiving. I had the people in my chat give me a stitch and a yarn color. And each day behind me, you'll see is a tree. It's kind of like an Advent tree. So I did an Advent tree with the stitch and the color slid inside of them. And each day I'm pulling out one and I'm making a kitchen towel set. The challenge itself is just the kitchen towel, but I've decided to make the towel, a washcloth, and a scrubby. So that being said, today's the Jasmine stitch in red. So yeah, okay. So I'm going to tip this down a little bit. Now, just so that you know, also, these are not tutorials. These are just kind of like, hey, look at what I'm doing. If you want a tutorial on the Jasmine stitch, I highly recommend Bag O' Day. That's the one I watched. So that's the one I recommend. All right, so to do the puff, you're going to yarn over, go in, and you're going to do that 3 times. 2, 3. Now here's the trick. You're going to pinch the yarn here. You're going to yarn over and pull it through, but keep that part pinched. And then you're going to put your needle in through there. And that's how you finish. That's how you finish the bobble, puff, whatever you want to call it. So we'll do it again. Ready? You yarn over. You go into the top of the bobble, pull up a loop. Do that 3 times. 3 times. And then you yarn over. Now you don't want the whole thing to go through. So you yarn over and you pull through these loops. Easier said than done. Hold on. See how that's right there? Yeah, so you don't want that to pull through. So we're pulling, okay, all the way through there. We're going to pull that one out. This is sugar and cream yarn and it's very splitty. So let's try it again. Okay, so you see the space between the puffs in there? That's where I'm going, right there. So you're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop 3 times, okay? Then you're going to pinch this yarn and grab between your finger and where you pinched it, and you're going to pull through. Don't let go. Don't let go of the pinched part yet, okay? So you're through with a pinched part, and you're going to take your hook, you're going to go into the pinch so you can let go. You're going to tighten it down a little bit, then you're going to yarn over and pull it through, okay? Tighten that down. Then you're going to yarn over and pull it through and chain 1, okay? So you're going to keep doing that, or I'm going to keep doing that until it's wide enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll do one more. So I'm going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in. Last time. Then I'm going to pinch it. So you're going to hold it like this, pinch it, yarn over above where you pinched, pull it through, but hold on to the pinch. Pull your yarn in, tighten it down a little bit, yarn over, go through 1, tighten it down a little bit, yarn over, go through the 2, and chain 1. Is that wide enough? Let's do another one. Yarn over, now that I'm getting good at them, right? Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, 1, 2, 3, okay. Pinch, yarn over, pull through. All right, well now, okay, so I have to go back to the tutorial and figure out what I'm doing next, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm almost done with row 2, and you can see my tension is not the best. This is tough. This is the toughest stitch I've ever done. Ever. So I showed you the first row how you're doing the puffs. Now you're actually doing 3 puffs at a time on your same hook. The exact same way I showed you for the first row, but now you're doing 3 of them. Look at how many you have on your hook. And now you have to pull through them all without letting go of the part you have pinched. I'm not enjoying this stitch. It's beautiful, and I know I'm going to love it when I'm done, but I am not enjoying this stitch. And I can see something's pulled up there. Hopefully that'll get hidden. But yeah, so I'm at the end of row 2. It's a beautiful stitch, but I will never again in my life try this stitch if I can avoid it. So hang tight on this one. I got to see what I'm doing next. I'll be back. Okay, so it turns out that this is going to be the repeat for the whole, I don't know what my hair's doing, for the whole thing. So we're going to go ahead. It's just a matter of 1, 2, 3. We're doing 3 puffs together. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you got 3 together. I like to pull up a little bit because it's going to be easier, and then pinch. Pull it through. This yarn is so splitty. If it wasn't splitty, it wouldn't be this painful, but it's very splitty. Okay. This is going to be a very thick kitchen towel, to say the least, a very thick kitchen towel. So you've got to get this pulled all the way through here without losing this loop. And my hands just aren't big enough. There we go. Okay. So now I'm through all 3. I'm going back into the part that I pinched. I'm going to tighten it. There. Okay. Still splitting. Okay. Chain 1 and start again. So what you're doing is now you're 3 together. You can see how it looks. Oh, it actually looks prettier when I look through it, you guys. Obviously my tension's not very good, but I'm still learning this stitch. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pull them all up so you hopefully don't get stuck. And we're going to pull them through, all of them, through to the end. I almost want to stick something in here and then just go ahead and pull it through, right? That way I've got something holding the stitch, but I can use my hand. Aha. I think I might have figured something out. Okay. Now you're going to pull it tight. I'm supposed to be pulling it tight all along, and I haven't been because I've been trying to figure out the stitch. Okay. Here we go. Chain 1. Again. 1, 2, 3. Pull it up into the next. 1, 2, 3. Into the next. 1, 2, 3. Pull it up. Pinch. If it'll go through, I don't need to put something in there, but if it fights me, I'm going to have to. Okay. Into the pinched part, pull it nice and tight, and then into here, and chain 1. Good thing I have a lot of yarn. So I'll do one more with you, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make this. 1, 2, 3. Next one. 1, 2, 3. My advice to you is give yourself a lot of room in these loops. 1, 2, 3. Pull up, pinch, pull through. Yep, making funny faces because it's split and I lost the loop. There it is. Don't lose the loop. Haha. Okay. Whew. Okay. Chain 1. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish this. I'll come back when I am big enough to start the decrease. Okay? Stay tuned for all of that. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. It's like a tea towel. Is that what they call it? Like the thin ones? It's a tea towel. It's a kitchen tea towel. So this is a beautiful stitch, but a bit labor intensive. So don't try to do it if you're in a hurry, which of course I always am. Not always, but I got a lot of stuff to do this week. But anyway, it's a beautiful stitch. I mean, look at it. It's puffy and thick and beautiful. And would I suggest it for a kitchen cloth? No. But someone pointed out to me today, Miss C did, from Miss C's Cottage, when I asked them to give me the name of a stitch and a color, I don't think we knew what I was making at the time. So this stitch would definitely not make a great kitchen towel. However, if you want to put it in the middle of your kitchen table, your Christmas table, that would be cool. Yeah, so it's a bit thick. It's definitely a yarn eater, but it's beautiful. I mean, look at the detail in it. It's beautiful. So what did I do? I did 5 rows, I think 5 rows of it, and in red, and then I went around the outside 3 of the sides with white. And now I'm doing my decrease, which is the half doubles. So I can go ahead and put the handle on. Now I don't need to put on a stitch around the outside because it's actually really pretty just how it is. So I'm not going to do the single crochet around the outside like I normally do because I like it exactly as is right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and on the next row of half doubles, I'm going to go ahead and start the decrease. So chain 1 and turn. Okay. So we're going to do the decrease. Up, up, and through. I highly recommend that you learn this stitch because it's a beautiful stitch and it tests some of your concentration, ability, whatever, but it's really a nice stitch. This would really make a pretty scarf or hat matching set. Really make a nice set. I love it in the red and white too. And I do already have the hot plate and dishcloth, or scrubby and dishcloth already done. Hot plate, scrubby, whatever you want to use it for. I have all that done. You can tell that my tension wasn't the best on this, but you learn as you go. And I did learn as I went with this. So I do need a red button. Oh, wait till you see the button container I found. I went to Goodwill today and I found a really cool button holder. Because hopefully I'm about to win an auction on eBay that's 5 or 8 pounds of buttons. How fun is that? Pretty fun if you ask me. So chain and turn. It's going to be nice. Okay. A couple more. I like to, you know what? Maybe this one. I'll do the chain around. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see how that goes. Does that hold up nicely? I'll do 15. 13, 14, 15. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do half doubles around this to make it a thicker handle. And then I'll do one more row of a slip stitch to make it look like a really cool handle. Can you see what I'm doing? Sorry if you can't. Right? This way it'll make it a nice thick handle. Cool little turn of events here as far as the handle goes. Normally I had been doing the decrease until it's a perfect size for the buttons, but I just decided to do it this way. So this whole project for the Jasmine stitch has been a by row decision. How many rows am I going to do? Am I going to do it all red? When am I going to bring the white in? Stuff like that. And it turned out, I really like it the way it looks. Would I ever do the Jasmine stitch again? Probably not. It's a beautiful stitch, but I didn't enjoy doing it. I'm enjoying the finished product, sure, but I didn't enjoy the process of the whole stitch itself. That being said, I do love how it turned out. It's really pretty. And I think that's a testament to Crystal over at Bag a Day, because it was she who taught me this, as per usual. She's always the one that teaches me. Well, she's the one I go to first when I'm looking for something, because her teaching style and everything is just perfect the way I like it. So, all right, let's do another row. I'll do single crochet back up, and then I'll do the button loop, and then we'll look for a button. I hope I have a red button. Not quite sure. Gonna have to check it out. All right. Do, 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 do. I'm singing that song, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, in my head. I've been surrounded by Christmas movies and Christmas music all day. Okay. I even played it in my car, which is not like me. I don't normally listen to Christmas music unless I'm doing something festive. Like trimming the tree or making cookies or something like that, which I am doing neither of at the moment. Okay, let's smooth that out a little bit. How does that look? Perfect. Okay, scissors, snip. That's there. This was tucked in, so I can snip that. It's really, if you were going to make a Christmas decoration, like one of the door hangers or something that Merry Christmas on it or something like that, this is a beautiful stitch. This is a perfect Christmas stitch, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's elegant. So I highly recommend you learn it and judge for yourself. It is a yarn eater, so choose a color of yarn where you have a lot of it. It is for sure a yarn eater. but that's okay because this is a stash busting project and it's busting more of the stash that way. Okay, let's check out my buttons. How cute is this? Ta-da! Seriously, can you get any better? Can you get a more perfect? I don't think so. So yeah, this was sitting there at Goodwill. Isn't it cute? And I said, yes, please, for my buttons. Don't fall. Okay, so this is going to go right here. I'm going to use white to sew it on. I got to find a needle that'll fit through. There we go. I always flatten the yarn. There you go. Okay. So I got to decide which is the front and which is the back. I believe this is the front, so I'm going to want this button right here. Okay. Crisscross it across the button. And we are, oop, oop, oop. We are looking good. Okay, one more time through each side. Okay. Always make sure you tie that button on nice and tight. People are going to be tugging on it if they're drying their hands. So you want to make sure it's up for the challenge, right? Okay, I'm just going to hide these tails. Then I'm going to show you the whole entire set. I don't know that I have red soap, but I hope so. Maybe an apple or something. We'll see what I got in there. We shall see what I got in my stash. Snip that off. Get it nice and close, but remember, be careful not to snip off your work. That would be awful. To snip a really important part of your work and have to do it over. I don't know, patch it. Thank goodness, knock on wood, I haven't done that yet, so I don't know what I would do. Okay, one more time back through, and we are good to go. I like it. Okay. So yes, instead of a regular kitchen towel, I did a tea towel. To be honest, it was just taking too long. And actually my hands were starting to hurt. So, okay, here we go. Obviously I'll straighten it out a bit. There you go. All right, let's see the rest of it. So here's the hot plate that I did. Isn't that pretty cool? And then the scrubby that I did. I really like that. And let's see what I can do for boom. Champagne apple honey. Yes, please. Perfect. Okay, so there is day 22 of the Santa Cloth Challenge. I have a whole playlist of all 22 days. So if you haven't seen them yet, please go over to my channel and check it out. It's on its own playlist. Let's see, what else? Sorry, a little preoccupied. Random sock. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. This is a fun stitch, but it's very labor intensive. This was fun to make. This came out really good. I had to put a back on it because there was a lot of trailing ends in there. So I covered it with a back. So it's a nice thick hot plate to put on your, it would actually be really pretty on your Christmas table as an accent. So, all right. Thank you so much for hanging out. Go check out all of my other videos. Not only this playlist, but I have over 800 videos right now. So check them out. Also tomorrow morning, 8:30, Coffee with Kim, 8:30 Eastern. We will draw day 23. And then I'll know what it is then. So, all right, you guys, again, thank you for being here. And remember always, be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you next time.